hiking the mountains all the time. These stories are for my grandchildren, and anyone else who would like to listen to them are welcome to. But I'm going to leave these stories on YouTube so that my family and my grandchildren can see and hear the stories and the experiences that I had growing up and going through life. We hike the mountains of North Ogden all the time. On the north bench, just below Ben Lomond, and over on the east side, over by Coldwater Canyon, a little bit, not as much over there, but a lot right below Ben Lomond and up above North Ogden. We had fun. We'd go up there and we'd eat Seagull lily bulbs. We would hunt and try to shoot pheasants, which we never really could because we only had BB guns, and sometimes we'd have a .22, but I don't think we ever shot any pheasants up there. But we'd see them once in a while. We'd see rabbits once in a while. It was a lot of fun going up there. We also would climb this hill right below what they call there's King's Throne, which is a big huge rock that they've knocked down. It really ticks me off that they knocked that down too, by the way. These knuckleheads from North Ogden these contractors knocked them down. I don't know who did it, but anyway, they knocked that down. And then there's a place called Frog Rock. Is it Frog Rock? Yeah, it's Frog Rock up above, up in the Lakeview Heights area. But they knocked down King's Throne. But I do understand, though, it was in a neighborhood and it was a very high rock, and kids could have fallen off it and gotten killed. It was horribly dangerous up there, but it was a really cool rock. But we would go up there, and I would go up there a lot of times when I would go up there when I was younger, elementary, junior high, high school. I would go up there and just sit in the spring, and I would look, and I would listen to the pheasants and the dogs barking, and the pheasants talking back and forth with each other, and you could see the traffic down below. And that's where I said a lot of my prayers, and that's where I communicated with my Father in heaven a whole bunch. I really enjoyed it. Also, though, growing up, my family was tormented in many ways. My father was really, really quite verbally abusive and mean, and always arguing with us and with my mom. And I would just get away. I would leave. I did not want to be around my home very often, especially when my dad was there. And of course, I learned that same horrible skill when I was growing up, and then I was mean and ornery and verbally abusive also with my kids sometimes growing up. But I would spend a lot of time in the mountains hiking with me and my friends and doing things, just to have fun and occupy our time. But I loved going up there. We'd take Easter eggs up and we'd roll them down this little hill. It was a little dirt biking hill that went up by King's Throne. And we'd roll Easter eggs down, and we'd break them, and then we'd break them open and clean them, and we would put salt on them and eat them. But we loved hiking the mountains and hiding in the little nooks and crannies and goofing around, just chasing around up there. We had a blast. We really enjoyed hiking in the mountains with my friends.